Howdy humans, welcome back to my channel. This is Micah and we are here today for this is going to be a long chatty video where I am doing a mid-year reset. I have redone my binders. I'm introducing a little bit of a new thing here, and I have been traveling and dealing with summer vacation and all of those things. So I really just need to take some time and reset my financial situation and make sure everything is exactly as it should be and good to go for the rest of the year. I'm hoping that by watching this video, you also gain some insight as to, maybe some ways to organize your own finances and give you some inspiration to keep yourself moving forward. That's been a hard one for me. I will tell you right now, straight up, the last couple of months have been extremely difficult for me. I've had life stuff going on. I've had kid stuff going on. I've been traveling. I have been battling my mental health. Like, everything is kind of a mess. So today, no more mess. All right. We are refocusing. We are, coming back into our self-discipline, which is honestly the hardest part of managing finances, is being self-disciplined. So that being said, let's jump in. I'm going to start off by showing you how I reorganized my binders. As you can see, we've got a new binder, a new book, and I've made some changes to the binders that I've got. My savings challenge binders and such have remained the same. My month ahead binder has remained the same, and those are currently off camera because they don't pertain. All right, so we're gonna start off with my bills binder. Being a functional adult every day seems excessive. It really does. So I have gone through and made dashboards for each category because I found myself getting a little bit bored with the same envelopes every single time. And that kind of kills my motivation a little bit. So by going to the removable dashboards, I can change these up whenever I want. So I think that moving forward, that will help keep me from being bored by just being able to go in and make things look different. So my categories in here have stayed the same: rent, Apple, Kaspersky, phone, electric, car, insurance, internet, HBO, and Netflix. There's no rhyme or reason to these dashboards, y'all. It literally was just, ooh, that's pretty. Okay. There's no theme going on here because, I don't really have a theme. Generally, I'm a little chaotic. So that's the first one, is bills. Then this binder pretty much stayed the same, although I did change things up a little bit. This is my higher priority sinking funds. So school lunch, holidays, emergency fund, subscriptions, dental, medical, car maintenance, birthdays, Jenna, which is my daughter, and then Wyatt, which is my youngest son. And those are the two of my 5 children who still live with me. And so those are kind of my yes binders, where if they ask for something in particular or extra, we see if there is money available in those binders. Okay. So then the next sinking funds, this is get your shit together because y'all, I am a mess. All right. These are my kind of lower priority sinking funds, but still things that I want to focus on saving for. So travel, Girls' Day, beauty, investing. This one is school. It just has the fully funded in there because I have not yet made the arrangement, taken the money out for the new school supplies that we purchased because school here starts the very beginning of August. All right. And then planner, glasses, clothes. This lady just cracked me up, and that's the vibe that I want in my life. Bright, colorful, joyful. That's the vibe I want in my life. So that's those. And then this is my lower priority sinking funds. It says maybe swearing will help. It doesn't usually, but sometimes. So in this one's a little bit of a catch-all. I've got pets and household. Those two, as you know, if you have been watching my channel previously, these are rollover envelopes. I stuff those two categories with my paychecks bi-weekly in my cash envelopes in my wallet, and this is rollover money in those to save for the instance of my pets, for vet visits and household, to pay for some larger purchases that I would like to make. I want to get some more seating for my living room, that sort of thing. Then I've got rewards. I decided that everything that I cash out from any rewards program I use, Upside, the link is down below. It is a app that you get money back on your gas, and I've gotten, I don't know, it's not a ton of money. I don't drive a whole lot, but I think I've cashed out maybe $40 since I started it last year, which is, I mean, that's $40, y'all. You know my mantra, every dollar matters, every penny matters. So that's what this is. And I actually have a little bit to put in here this week because I cashed out my credit card rewards like last month, and there was $20, $35, $36. So I'm just gonna throw that in here for right now. And it already had $10 in it from an Upside cash out. So I'm sorry if you can hear my washing machine going. I forgot to close the door to the laundry room. I apologize. And then my Roth IRA is in here, which this is just mostly funded by savings challenges, or if I don't know, happen to have some extra income, then I will add it into here. And this may actually get moved into my business binder now that I'm thinking about it. Let me do that real quick. Okay, so, well, that tells you what this binder is, and I'll introduce you to this one here shortly. All right, so Jack is my grandson. Alex is one of my sons. Jacob is another son. He's Jack's father. And Matthew. Those are my 3 older boys who don't live with me. This is funded through savings challenges only. And this is honestly money that I just use to spoil them on the rare occasion that they let me. So there's that. Frivolous shit is literally just for when I go on a random shopping situation and there's no necessarily rhyme or reason to what I buy. It doesn't happen super often. I try really not to let it happen, but sometimes it just does. I'm an emotional spender sometimes, and this envelope is for those times specifically. Car detail, passport, and Australia. All of these are only being funded by savings challenges because they are such a low priority to me right now. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, so this one is business. This cute little sloth. I love it so much. So as you may know, if you've been here, I do have an Etsy shop for savings challenges, and I've started putting a couple of dashboards in there. None of these are in there. If you want them, let me know and I can, create the listing for you. With that being said, I want to make sure that I am paying my taxes correctly. I want to make sure that my business is set up for growth and not confusion and chaos and all of those things. So I've started making a little bit, not a whole lot yet, but that's okay. But I want to make sure that I am working towards the future. So I created this binder. I've got an envelope for professional development, which will be if I want to take a class to learn how to make better videos, I can do so, and this money will be for things like that. Marketing, that will be for giveaways or anything like that I decide to do to market my channel and my Etsy shop. Supplies, this will be anything I want to buy for my channel, or again, if I decide, I keep going back and forth on offering physical products in my Etsy shop. I'm not there yet, but I'm not putting it completely off the table either. So that's what this is for. P.O. Box, because I do need to do that for this channel. And then notary, that is a side hustle that I would really very much like to start. And I want to use some of my business money to help pay for that certification that I need to get. And then taxes, because we all got to pay our taxes. And also, I just think this dashboard is maybe my favorite. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I just think that's so gorgeous. Okay, anyways, and then as you saw, I just put my Roth IRA in here. I will probably do a cash stuffing for this shortly. Right now, the money is just sitting in my business bank account, and I need to go through and pull that out and get it stuffed into its categories. So, coming soon. Then this right here is, I just called it my 2024 savings book because it's got a whole lot of stuff in it. It doesn't look like much, but it's a lot. So when I open it up, I have my 2024 savings challenge categories, which are everything that you just saw here. And then I just put a little dot when when I'm working on or completing a savings. Okay, I'm sorry. My cat just ran right across. Anyways, my 2024 savings challenge categories. I have everything listed that you just saw, and then I have a dot. The little dots here are if I have completed a savings challenge for that category, because I do want to try and make sure that I am contributing to all of them kind of equally, but at least, spreading the love a little bit. And then this tab is for current challenges that I am currently working on. Our 365-day penny challenge, which I know y'all, I have been doing my stuffings and things like that off camera. I have a new setup. I can't decide whether I love or hate it. Please tell me what you think down below. I am looking for feedback. I want to make this more appealing for y'all. So I don't know what you think. Let me know. Anyways, so I've been doing all of that. So I've got some extra pieces here that have been marked off. We are making very slow progress, but progress nonetheless. And then these are just the challenges that you see when I do savings challenges. And then future is savings challenges that are ready for me to grab as I complete the other ones. And then this, I do like to keep track, keep the savings challenges that I've completed. I didn't punch all of my previous ones and put them in here, but I do have my August 2024 savings challenge tracker. I'm not going to finish any savings challenges today. Like I said, everything's a mess and there's not going to be anything completed today. So there won't be anything until August, but we are ready just in case. And then our monthly reset is right here. It's the last page. So I have my July 2024 for when I do my condensing and everything that I can track we have our savings challenge categories totals, so I can keep track of the difference in these categories. For example, this month, travel, my Emma trip, which I have changed to travel, is gonna be pretty dang empty because I have bought flights. I took my trip. I'm fairly certain that is completely empty at this point. So there's that. I'm gonna set this aside and we are going to, what do I got here? Okay, so let me get myself organized. 1 second. Okay, I'm going to start with all the little detritus that I had set to the side. These are some new challenges. I know that Easter was months ago, but I came across these graphics in my files and I just really needed to make savings challenges out of them because they're adorable. So we've got Groovy Chick, which is every flower is $5 for a total of $150. We have Groovy Easter. I just thought his little booty sticking out of the rainbow was so cute. This one is a you choose. You can also go as a roll and save on this one. And then Bunny Kisses and Easter Wishes. This is a low income friendly challenge. All of them are, but this one specifically, no amount over $3, save a total of $72. This is available as a 3-pack on my Etsy shop. The link is down below as always. And then these are my trackers because I don't have trackers in most of my envelopes since I changed them, and since we're kind of resetting everything, I've got a stack of trackers here ready to be put in their envelopes. And then this is another new challenge that is currently already listed in my Etsy. This is a coloring it in situation here. So we've got each seed is $1, and then we've got various other amounts here to save a total of $65. And you get it in 2 sizes. This is a misprint, so we're gonna hide that one. You get it in 2 sizes, and this is also already listed in my Etsy shop. I'm really working hard. I have so many ideas, so many things I want to do. So hopefully you'll be seeing a lot more new challenges coming to my channel and to my Etsy shop. These 2 are the ones that are the newest ones there. Okay, next up, we are going to work on our cash stuffing. We're going to start by emptying our wallet, which is empty. So empty, y'all. All right, groceries has nothing. Smokes, nothing. Gas, nothing. Going out, nothing. Eating out, nothing. Household has 25. So we're going to roll that over. I don't know if that's actually correct, but that's what we're doing. I do have a little list over here. I have not paid off my credit card yet for this like week or whatever, because as I was traveling and everything, I've just been putting everything on my card and not paying cash, and then like just moving stuff back to my credit card envelope back here. So that was household. All right, so pets has 25, and I know that I spent this. I bought them food and all of that stuff, and I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm fairly certain I spent the whole 25, so I'm just going to stick it in my credit card envelope for that. Kids, empty. Giving, empty. Supplies. Does have 10, nope. It has $15 in it, so that's great. So, because I did just buy some new things for some new binder ideas that I have. We'll see what happens. And then this is my credit card. Currently, I am going to leave this out here because we are going to be adding to that once we get our cash stuffing done and we start going through the condensing and making the moves to transfer money over to get that paid off, because I'm not going to carry a balance. All right, so this is my bi-weekly paycheck. Like I said, this video is going to be long. We are doing a lot today. All right, so this should be $1,674 because I have started contributing to my 401k at work. Not a whole lot, a tiny little bit. Something's better than nothing. And so my paycheck is now a little bit lower than we're used to, which I have mixed feelings about, as always. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 50s, we've got 1, 2, so 100. 20s, we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. And then ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. $1,674 as expected. All right, and then I've got my little list over here, which I believe I've shown you all before. So this is my list. This is available as a freebie in one of my past videos that I just have it shrunk down so I can put it in there if I want to. I don't know if I want to, but it's just got, you know, what I've got budgeted out for each category for this payday. Okay, so this is for my second paycheck of July. Rent is getting $1,050. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 50. And then Apple is getting its $1. And then we skip all the way to the back, and HBO is getting 17, 10, 15, 16, 17. Netflix is getting 23. I've actually been budgeting 22 for this for some reason, but it's actually 23. So I've been messing myself by $1 for like, I don't know, 6 months probably. Anyways, we know now and it's fixed. All right, and then our variable expenses, groceries is getting $200. These envelopes I kept the same just because I didn't want to make new ones currently. I will probably soonish, but today was not that day. Or actually, it's been like, I've been working on it for like a week and a half on this whole reorganization. All right, smokes gets 50. Gas is getting 30. Which is good because I need to get gas. Going out gets 40. Eating out gets 65, 20, 40, 65. And these I don't use trackers for. It's just the amount is what it is, and we work real hard not to go over it. Household gets 25. Pets gets 25. Speaking of, I just noticed with my new setup, I'm actually in my bedroom now as opposed to out at my desk, and my cats are both very confused by this entire situation. So like I said earlier, I had one just, traipse across as I was filming, and then my other one is behind me on my bed, just chilling with his mom, and I like it. All right, kids gets $30. Now that school starts in a couple weeks, we don't have anything else planned. No more trips or anything like that. So that's just for, whatever we may decide. If we decide to go to the movies, I know my 20-year-old son and I need to go see Wolverine and Deadpool because we are both huge fans and we're supposed to go see them together. Yeah, so that's probably part of what that will be used for, is taking him to the movies. My spending gets 50. I'm just gonna throw this in here. And then giving gets 10. And supplies gets 10. And actually supplies is honestly, it's not particularly business related. It is for any supplies for any little crafty endeavors that I want to do, or any hyper focus that I, fall into. So we'll just go there. All right, then we're going into our higher priority sinking funds. School lunch, I'm not saving quite yet. I do still have $50 in there, and my daughter is going to be doing online school this year, so I will be feeding her at home. And then my son still has a balance from last year that's good enough to get him through the first couple weeks of school. So I'm not even worried about it until my next check. So holidays, everybody's getting 5 this week because it is what it is. Emergency fund. Subscriptions is actually getting skipped because I don't have anything coming up. All right. Dental is getting 5. Medical is getting 5. Car maintenance, birthday, and I am skipping Jenna and Wyatt this week. I normally don't, but this time is we're like, we just went on a trip. They're fine. They're fine. And then in this sinking funds binder, we're skipping travel and girls' day. Beauty is getting 5. Investing is getting 5. And then glasses is getting 5. Okay, so that leaves us with $3. Like I said, not a whole lot getting done this week. I do want to, let's see if we've got one that we can stuff. You know what? Let's do our friend little dollar here. I want to keep making progress on this even when things are crazy. So it's $1, but it's progress, right? That's a whole nother envelope stuffed. The other 2, I'm just going to put in the Big Bucks Savings Challenge. So we have a K and a G. So D-E-F. G is for Girls' Day. I do know that we are planning on doing this sometime, probably in the next month or two. So I like to try and have as much as we can for that. And then K is for Kids. And there we go. Now, we're not doing any savings challenges this week. We just don't got it. And you know what? That happens sometimes. That's just life, right? So that's that. Okay, so what we are going to do next, I told y'all this is going to be a long video. So if you're still here, thank you so much. Give me a thumbs up if you are enjoying yourself, and I appreciate you so much. Next up, we're going to do our condensing is what we're going to do. We're going to pull our bills for the month, and then we are going to get all of our envelopes condensed and all of that jazz. Okay? So let's start with bills. We're going to go ahead and pull these. Rent, I know we just stuffed this, and y'all might be like, Micah, what are you doing? Micah is doing what works for her brain, is what she's doing, okay? So we are going to pull this. This is $1,050. So there's our 50. Hi. All right. Sorry about that. Cat, again, we'll see if I can leave a little tidbit of him in here because he's cute and I like him. All right. So here's the 50. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 1,000. And I do want to keep track of what we're doing here. All right. Apple has its dollar. Kaspersky has $8. 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is probably actually going to change. I think I've mentioned in one of my previous videos, maybe, that I'm not super jazzed with this software, and I'm trying to figure out what good software I can use on an Android for my daughters. I just like to have some parental controls on there. Phone should be $150. No, it shouldn't. Phone is $340. 1, 2, 3, 20, 40. And actually I need to start looking at this a little better because it's been like $330. And if nothing else, I want to put that maybe in some rollover and right now it just kind of goes into the buffer in my checking account, which is fine. I just want to keep a little better track of what's actually happening. Okay, electric should be 100. Forgot to add the phone in there. Car is 150. So 50 and 1. Insurance. Now this is getting ready to be renewed. I'm not going to take the money like completely out quite yet because I have to call my insurance agent next week, and I do every 6 months. I have them look and see if I can get a cheaper policy because we have just been getting nailed with insurance, as so many people are. I am seeing it everywhere that insurance rates are just skyrocketing. So, but I always have them check every 6 months and see if they can do any better. So we are taking, this is $300, and we are going to deposit it into my high yield account so that it can sit and earn me a little bit of interest. So that's $300, and I'm going to pull some prop money here. 1, 2, 3. And so we've got 1,800 in there, and I don't know if that's going to be enough, but we will see. My son had a little oopsie that I think will increase our rates because two of my older sons are still on my insurance. All right, internet should be 82. 50, 70, 82. I skipped a slot. Okay. There we go. And then HBO is 17, 10, 15, 16, 17. And Netflix is, as we've learned in this video, $23, not $22. $17.71. That works out to our monthly total currently. So there's that one. We are going to work on condensing, and then I am going to add trackers as we go. And then we are also going to be updating our amounts here. Okay, we're going to start here. As always, so school lunch, like I said, we haven't added anything, so that's still at $50. And that one is fine. Holidays. So we had $460. Let me grab my little tracker here. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 in the bank. 50, 70, 85. So $485. All right, and that cannot be condensed any further, which is fine. This is, y'all are getting like a real, real time, real glance into how this all breaks down. Sometimes it's really nice for me. I really enjoy those videos where people really do get granular about their process. It really helps me see ways that I can improve what I'm doing. So emergency fund, we started with 1,640. So we've got 1,500, 1,600 already in the bank. So we have 20, 40, 65. So 1,665. All right, so there's that, 20, 40, 60. Let's grab a 50 and a 10. All right, and there's our little tracker. All right, subscriptions. Started with 96. We have 35 in the bank. So we have 50, 60, 71. Okay, so this I'm actually going to, it's got 35 in the bank. I want to make that an even 100. So I'm going to deposit 65 of this into my high yield account just so it is an even 100, because I just don't like having the odd posted on there. So we've got 105, 106 total for that, and that's fine. I need to look and see what my next one coming out is. I need to make a list of that. Note to self. Okay, dental. We started with 415, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 in the bank. And then we've got 10, 15, and 20. So let's take these and grab a 20. So we've got $430. Oh, forgot my tracker. See? I am a mess, but working hard every day to be less of a mess. All right, medical, we had 350. And now we've got 1, 2, 3, 50, 75. Okay. Car maintenance started with 211. We have 1, 2 in the bank, 10, 20, 5, 26. Let's put these 2 10s and grab a 20. 226. And sometimes I think doing a reset like this is just like so refreshing to be able to just, at the end of this, I can look down and know that like everything is good. Everything is on track. Everything is caught up. Everything's fantastic. And I will feel so much better. All right, birthday. And maybe I should change this to like birthday and gifts, because I do also take out of this category if I want to buy a gift for someone. So birthday, we started with 93, and I know there's not that. We've got 35, which is absolutely fine. Like I said, I've taken out of this to buy gifts for people outside of birthday times. So, all right. Jenna, we started with 273. And 1, 2 there, and then 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 213. I did take some out of there for a yes thing, and that's what we want to do. So we're going to put these 5s back and grab a 10. Okay. Oops. Forgot to put the tracker in there. All right, and then Wyatt. He is my little ocean loving shark boy, so that's why his looks like that. I did try to kind of, you know, make it so. All right, Wyatt has 292 to start. So we've got 1, 2, 20, 40, 45, 46, 47. He also had a little bit of a yes thing that we took some money out for, which is great. You know, I want them to use, you know, I want them to have the money to use. So that's the whole point, right? All right, so there's those. And then we'll go to this binder so we can get our shit together. All right, so travel started out with 1,300, and this is not correct, because I think there's actually 835 in the bank, and then here's this 5, so that's 840. And we're gonna do my whole like after travel budget situation, like moving everything around after I finish the condensing. So we're gonna leave this for right now, but that's all gonna be gone. Girls' Day started with 197. Oh, I forgot my tracker for my travel. Okay, let's start here. And I'm just gonna leave it blank because we will be starting from scratch on that one. All right, Girls' Day. Hopefully I printed out enough trackers. Has 1, okay, 50, 70, 90, 95. There's another 100, and then there's $2. So we will take 2 5s, 2 20s, and this 50. And there we go. All right, so we've got 202. And then we've got a little gift card in there that we're going to use probably for coffee or, I don't know, shopping of some sort. It's what we do. I did not print out enough trackers. Okay, back at it. I had to go print some more trackers and all that jazz. Okay, so beauty, we started with 185. So we have 150, 70, 80, 90, 95, 200. And I'm going to leave that because I think that we're going to be dipping into this a little bit when we do our post-travel moving around situation. All right, so this goes in here. Investing, as always, is getting pulled so it can be invested. So we've got $10. All right, and then school, there is 150 in the bank, and that is also going to be touched later. Planner had, oh, let's do this. I don't want to confuse myself. It's so easy. Planner had $10. It's got 15 now. All right, and then glasses had $155. So we have 150, 60, 65, 70. So do this. I know there's a lot of kind of extra steps happening this time, but we are getting organized. All right, close. Started with 22. So we have 25, 26, 27. All right, that one's good. And then our low priority pets started with 312. So I have 1, 2, 3, 10, 20, 25, 26, 27. So 327. And this we can condense a little bit. Like there's not even a ton of condensing happening. I'm a little ashamed of myself for how I've been spending, okay? Like I just am, but it is what it is, right? And all we can do is move forward. So household started with 13. So we've got 10, 15. All right. This guy today, okay, the cat. So household started with 13. So we've got 15, 20, 21, 22, 23. All of a sudden started raining. Okay, so we're going to condense this down. 23. Rewards, we are only building. We are not taking anything out of rewards. So we're going to say that started with, oh, not household, rewards. So we're going to say it started with 0. So we've got 20, 40, 45, 46. Wow, that was awkward. Okay, so we will do this. So $46. And I think I'm close to another cash out on Upside, so that's awesome. All right, Jack has nothing, but we do want to put a tracker in here. I think I did have, I want to say I had maybe $50 in there, and I took it out. I bought him some new shoes. So help mama and dad out there. Alex has nothing. Jacob still has his 60. Oh, see, I'm forgetting the trackers again. So we have Alex. And Jacob. Well, Jacob had a tracker. Well, you know what? That's fine. It's okay. Now he's got a new one. All right. And then Matthew. Okay. And then frivolous shit had 72. And I used some of this. So we've got 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We have $20 in there. Okay, how did I still not print out enough trackers? Well, you know what? We're just gonna roll with it for now. I'll do it next. Car detail had 60. It should still have 60. Yep, it's got a tracker, so it's fine. Passport, we also have had no changes, so it's got 100, and it has a tracker in there. Australia started with nothing, still has nothing. It's fine. All right, and then the only other ones are in my business binder, and that is Notary, which has no changes and already has a tracker. It's got 48. And then Roth IRA already has a tracker. It has no changes, I believe. There's $100 I've already deposited, and then $25 there. Yeah, so actually what I'm gonna do is, since I already transferred that, I'm actually just going to do that as 25, okay? All right, okay, so now we're gonna do our post-travel, moving everything around. All right, so I need to take what I've already spent out of the stuffing that I did a few minutes ago. I need to take, I'm gonna pull this. We need to take 143 from spending. So what I'm gonna do, got 100, I'm gonna break this. I'm gonna do, so for this 100, I've got 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we put our 100 back here. So we've got $200. So 100 and 20, 40, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So there is that. This needs to go. I put groceries. When we got back from traveling, I did not feel like going to the grocery store at all. So I did a pickup and just put it on my card. So that leaves that for groceries, which is fine. And then eating out, we also ordered pizza when we got back. So $20 there. And then my spending was $9. So I'm going to take one of these ones and put this 10 and stick that back in there. Okay, so that's out of this week's. So I have $947 left. Like, that's what we spent while we were gone. Okay, so we need to find, it's not in this one. I already forgot where I moved stuff to. So for travel, okay, we've got, let me add this up. This is, I don't want to confuse myself. So $947. So we've got $5 coming out of travel. And then there's $835 in the bank that I need to transfer to pay this from travel. Okay, and that's gonna leave us empty, but that's okay. Like, we did what we were supposed to do, right? The money was meant to be spent. Now, I also need $947. I had $5 and then $835 gives us $107 that we still need to take into account. Now, what we spent was, we did buy some clothing while we were there, and so I'm going to take $20 out of that, and that's going to leave us with $7 in clothes. Okay, I already did that. And then we've got beauty was the rest of it, because we went to Sephora and we don't have a Sephora close to us. So 70, 80, $2.90. Okay, so we need $3 back out of here for beauty. 1, 2, and surely there's another 1 in here. Yep. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. All right, so yes, so we spent some money at Sephora while we were there, and so that leaves us in beauty 1, 10, 13, 113. Okay. And that will take care of, when I deposit all this, I'll be able to fully pay off that card, and that will be good. And then school, I did spend $50 on school supplies. That leaves us with 100. I do want to go ahead and transfer that out to pay myself back. That's not on my card. It was just out of my buffer that I just spent it on. Okay, so that is no longer fully funded, which is okay. Okay, but we'll start that again next time. And I think that's actually all the spending that we needed to take care of. All right, so I will get this stuff back to the bank and we are back on track. And that's how you, when you've gone through a period of overspending, being a little reckless, being, you know, maybe a little bit more of an emotional spender if you're anything like me, you're traveling and not keeping track real great of how much you're spending, then this is how you do it. You know, you just go through everything and make sure that everything is good to go. So that's where we are. Thank you all so much for sticking with me through this really long chatty video. I hope you liked it. If you have any feedback, please let me know down below. And also let me know what you think about my setup here. If I should change and go back to my desk, let me know what you think. And I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.